funeral pyramids of the Nubian kings. Volodnikov thinks one of those kings came from Babylon, and his tomb is where? What's this? King Solomon's Mines, property of Heinrich Horner, Aktiengesellschaft, 1923. More like wishful thinking incorporated, if you ask me.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. We are on the level set in Meroë, here in the deserts of Sudan. And as I said in the last episode, this one is gonna be a long one, I anticipate. There's a lot of puzzles, a lot of stuff to get done, a lot of side quests and mini objective kind of dealios going on. First of all, these hyenas need to just not go away, please. This hyena is indestructible. Can you just... What? No, 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 no. Okay. Bad start to the level. Bad start to the level. Bad start to the level. We are not having any of that. Yes, I'm sorry you've got to watch the intro cutscene again, but no! I'm not having that. I am anticipating that this level may be the first multi-part level because there is so much to kind of get done for this level. I am also not very familiar with it either, so it may take some time. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, seems like the hyenas have spawned elsewhere, which will give me a little bit more time to just chat for a moment. So, we can't actually kill the hyenas with guns for some reason, but what we can do is we have a jeep here, and this is a well, depending on your outlook on life, this is either a fun part of the level or part of the level that you will want to skip through, because these hyenas here in the deserts of Meroë are a pest, and if they're indestructible with bullets, there's only one way to kill them, and that's with a jeep. Same for scorpions. What we do get is a comical little toot toot every time we run something over. Full speed! Oh, he swerved me. But yes, we need to run over the hyenas, and this is actually a legitimate part of the level, by the way. You see that boy over there? We need to get him on our side, but he doesn't like hyenas, as will be demonstrated now. We'll try and have a chat with him, but he's not going to have it.
The miners were happy to blow a hole in history, but their tunnel collapsed.
Is it safe?
Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
Well, you don't look so bad. It's the hyenas that bother me.
So he is afraid of hyenas, and who can blame him? Because they're indestructible to bullets for some reason. They don't even get scared by bullets like the cheetahs from previous levels, or the wolves. So we need to spend a bit of time chasing down and running over hyenas. And as you may be able to see, this is not the easiest job in the world. In fact, it's... Come on! I had him twice there! What? It's very time consuming and very frustrating. So this is partly why this level takes so long. Yeah, have some of that. Is because you've got to spend so long chasing around after however many hyenas there are. How many have we taken down so far? Like 2? Out of I don't know how many. I don't know how many. Maybe I'll count. I can't believe I've never counted. Oh, for the love of gosh, come on. I mean, I'm assuming that they're indestructible to gunfire. He didn't seem too concerned when I was shooting him last time. Have that. He went flying. Goodness grief. Look at that crumpled mess. Oh. So, we're going to drive around the level here. It is a good opportunity to get a feel for the level and the lay of the land. But we do need to track down all those hyenas. You might be able to hear them laughing off in the distance, or it might be too quiet for the game audio setting on OBS to have picked up. But when they're not laughing... Oh, come on, he ran under my tyres there. That was practically a gimme. What? I don't know. This is going to be our start to the level, at least. Have that. Oh, he nearly came with me for the ride in the passenger seat, that one. There's no way to escape the level in the Jeep. You can't drive up these walls, no matter how fast you go. You little rascal. Have that. Just going to have this scorpion as well. There you go. Nice. How many more have we got? I've lost count. How many have I done? It's 5-ish, I think. How many hyenas are there? I don't know. Let's go and chat with the boy again, because I know there's a point where once you have killed all of the hyenas, you need to go and talk to the boy. And he then spawns in more. Like those ones there.
Not coming out. I don't like hyenas.
I can't say I blame you, my friend. I can't say I blame you. Well, in the meantime, we're gonna just have a little mosey on over to the quarry right here. Because this is also a part of the level we need to get a little bit familiar with. Because there's a few things in this area that we need. It is perfectly safe for you to get out here, Indy. You're just being a wimp. There we go. Something glinting over there we need to perhaps take a look at.
There's something over there, but I don't think I can balance on that rail.
Indy can't balance on the rail. If only there was perhaps someone that might be able to balance on the rail. Then we might be able to get some action going here. There's nothing else to do right here for the moment. We need to flatten the rest of the hyenas. And, oh, there he is, just peeping out of his tomb. We need to flatten the other hyenas, and also we need to interact with this shed somehow. Unfortunately, the door is barricaded. Come on! How does that not count? What? Okie dokie. Good save, Indy. Must be, well, at least rear-wheel drive, if not 4. I mean, it's a Jeep. It's got to be 4-wheel drive, surely. Oh, their pathing is so unpredictable. At least it seems that. It's like whatever way you're swerving, they're going to swerve you a different way. Have it. Right. Whilst we're here, as I explained, the door is barricaded or locked by TNT. But that's not a problem, because we have a gun. And as everyone knows, all you need to do is merely shoot TNT, and it will explode. I'm not going to go into the shed just yet because there's a pair of hyenas ready to maul my face off. Who's having it? Neither of you? Okay, come back soon. Oh, driving around on the sand is probably what... I mean, were the controls this difficult on the Jeep Trek level? I don't really remember. If they were, then... like, it must just be the Jeep. If they weren't, then I'm just going to assume that the game designers designed it for the sand to be slippery in the Jeep, and that's why it's more difficult. Okay, in the shed we have a couple of prizes. We have a drive chain, and Indy is not mistaken about that. We also have a health kit, very useful to have, and a bucket. We need to hang on to that. And what is this? A big prize indeed. A bazooka. And some rockets to go alongside it also. So, you remember what I may have said about how there's a lot of moving parts to this level? Well, we've already got a bucket and a drive chain, and that's not all. That is not all. There's at least 2 more random items that seemingly have absolutely no link with each other that we're going to need to recover for this level. And that's in addition to everything else we have to do. Where are the rest of the hyenas? I know that there are more out here. We'll know when we're finished, because there will be a nice victorious fanfare. But it seems... it seems we're not quite there yet. Where's that last one? Here he is. Oh, he nearly threw himself under the wheels. Come here, you... Just went straight past him. Oh, I will chase you around this entire desert if I have to. Thank you. And there's the fanfare. All the hyenas are dead. Which is wonderful. Now we can go and chat to the Nubian boy. Perfectly safe to get out there, Indy. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Anybody home?
Oh, he's not home. Hello? He's not here. Okay. Well, Now we have the drive chain, we can at least interact with the lift elevator thingy here down in the mine and do something about that. Indy, are you sure you can't balance on that rail?
Something's over there. What is it?
Thanks to English gentlemen for killing the fierce hyenas.
American. I'm an American.
Civilized, like English, yes?
Don't be too sure.
Industrialized too, I bet. Here to reopen the mines.
I think there's something over there I need. You want to help me find out?
That chap Horner was very industrialized. He discovered King Solomon's mines right here in Meroë.
Those mines are a myth. You gonna help me or not?
What if there's something I need? Will you help me?
Maybe. Depending. I don't do miracles or anything fancy, kid.
I have observed that industrialized men wear watches. Now, if I had a watch...
Sorry, kid. I have no idea what time it is.
I'll wait while you find out.
He seems remarkably well educated for a young boy who spends his life hiding inside a derelict pyramid from hyenas. But that's neither here nor there. We have the drive chain, which we are going to hook up to this machine right here. And then we need to activate the lift. While this happens, I'm going to switch my lights on because it's getting dark. Seamless. And then once this rolls around, we can just roll onto it. Nice. And that's just going to dump us off right at the bottom here. Fantastic. Now, I say it's getting dark. It is actually... Well, I started recording this episode at about 6 PM. So I have a vague gauge of how long this episode takes. So we picked up a minecart wheel. Like I said, remember, there's a lot of items that we're going to pick up that are just seemingly unconnected and obscure. What's this? Why, it's a skeleton with something shiny. A pocket watch? I wonder.
It's that kid's lucky day.
Yes. That kid needed a watch and seemed to idolize this chap Heinrich Horner. So now we've found a watch with Heinrich Horner's name on it. Why, we'll probably be his most favorite person in the entire world. Not only have we located his hero's watch, we also killed all the local hyenas for him, which is sensational. Elegantly done, Indy. Very nice indeed. This is just going to spit us off at the top. We just need a little roll. Excuse me? Oh, and I haven't saved. That was the game's fault. It didn't... Oh, well, I can't argue with it. I'll see you when I've killed all the damn hyenas again! Gah! This is the third time I'm watching this cutscene in 10 minutes! So it turns out 2 or 3 shotgun blasts to the face kills hyenas. But it also kills my health as well. So I'm not sure on the best strategy for this. Oh, don't do it! Oh! Nearly went. You're trying to kill me, aren't you? Job done. Okay. Oh. Okay, this time let's try and sequence break a little bit. I've already been to the shed and gotten the stuff from there. I'm going to go straight down into the quarry and get the stuff from there, and then we're just going to have one interaction with the kid at the top of the thing still here.
If only it had a drive chain, I might be able to crank it up.
This was not the sequence break I had intended. Cut time from somewhere by creating more time elsewhere. This is why I don't... Excuse me. This is why I don't speedrun. Because I'm not speedy. And I don't run either. Oh, excuse me, I sneezed. This time we're gonna save before I go and commit some kind of crime against my own health and well-being. I'm gonna pick up the minecart wheel once again. This wheel will roll again. And then we can just take care of the pocket watch once more and then go and chat with the Nubian boy. It's his actual name, by the way. Put it away!
What do you know? Something shiny here. A pocket watch. It's inscribed Heinrich Horner.
And because we haven't spoken to the kid yet to find out that he wants Heinrich Horner's watch, Indy has nothing to say about it being Heinrich Horner's watch in relation to the kid wanting it for his whatever. Like, it's a pocket watch. I wasn't looking that particularly close to the character model, but it didn't seem like he had any pockets to put it in. Mind you, I guess he's not that bothered now. He can go back to doing whatever he was doing before the hyenas went and ruined everything. I'm going to resave here just to cut out a little bit more time. I'm not going to be faffing around with that every single time that I don't make this jump. Okay, let's get a run on, and he's done it. Thankfully, shouldn't have been that hard.
There's something over there, but I don't think I can balance on that rail.
Thanks to English gentlemen for killing the fierce hyenas.
American. I'm an American.
Civilized, like English, yes?
Don't be too sure.
Industrialized too, I bet. Here to reopen the mines.
I think there's something over there I need. You want to help me find out?
That chap Horner was very industrialized. He discovered King Solomon's mines right here in Meroë.
Those mines are a myth. You gonna help me or not?
What if there's something I need? Will you help me?
Maybe. Depending. I don't do miracles or anything fancy, kid.
I have observed that industrialized men wear watches. Now, if I had a watch... Ah.
Hey, not so fast.
Randomly occurred to me that he's talking about Heinrich Horner as if he had experience meeting the man, whereas the man himself is currently decomposing as a skeleton in the bottom of that quarry. This kid does not look old enough for that amount of time to have passed. Just continuity error.
Take good care of this, kid. It once belonged to the man who discovered King Solomon's mines.
Ha! Now I own a machine. I am industrialized.
It's a start.
Alright, we've traded one random item for another. We've gotten rid of Heinrich Horner's pocket watch and recovered...
At 11 o'clock a.m., I leave for Kenya. Soon I shall have my own factory.
I don't know if the watch will still work, but whatever, neither here nor there. I'm sure he's got some watch batteries locked away in that pyramid somewhere. Yeah, we've traded our Heinrich Horner pocket watch for a glass eye, it seemed like. So, how's that for a trade, I guess? Now to actually progress with the rest of the level at long last. My goodness me, it has taken us a while. This scorpion's eyeing me up for his dinner, but that is not going to happen. Get out of here. So first of all, we're going to start with a climbing puzzle, because this part of the level hasn't taken enough time already. Oh, dearie me. I'm actually very grateful for this part of the level taking a considerable amount of time, because, as I think I have explained in the past, I have somewhat of a fear regarding Egyptian tombs and all that sort of thing. The Egyptian afterlife is a rather unnerving concept to me. It makes me feel rather uncomfortable. The idea of mummification, canopic jars, was that what they were called? Where they kind of scooped out your internal organs and kept them in jars and stuff like that. all the booby traps that are apparently laden around temples and tombs and stuff like that in Egypt, is in the pyramids and stuff. It's all a little bit unnerving to me. Now, it has been made clear to me that for the most part, the depictions of Egyptian pyramids and tombs being full of traps is mostly a work of Hollywood fiction, and that's probably the case, but even still, it still creeps me out a little bit. And I think it's got something to do with the Mummy film, because I remember watching that once, and I'm sure there's a scene where a guy gets eaten alive by beetles or something like that, and he's talking of there's a room of snakes right there. But yeah, so I never really did that well in this level. I got to about this point going into the tombs when I was younger, and I was like, no, you're okay, this is unnerving, especially with the really creepy freaking skull on the wall right there, denoting the fact that there is a trap to watch out for. There's plenty of those hidden throughout the tombs in this level, so they do at least forewarn you of those sorts of things. There is nothing kind of random and unexplained that goes on, but even still, it's unnerving to say the least. Lighter comes in very handy in this level, as does a good gun to take out all sorts of crawling insects and things like that in this level that are out to poison us. An ergonable wall, we'll take some of that. Kaboom! Thanking you.
Now what?
Now what indeed. Just heard something roar. Well, it couldn't have been a hyena. Definitely made sure of that. So now we just need to shove this block over here slightly, so that then we can climb up the next part of the pyramid right here. Is this the same pyramid that we... Yes, it is, isn't it? Yes. Because that's another thing about this level, is that all of these pyramids do kind of interlink with each other. And in the last level, in the Podovkin level, I was talking about how well built the level is, because everything's nice and contained and doesn't overlap each other. This level is also the same in terms of the level that is actually inside the pyramid. How the pyramids themselves and their interiors are actually built, and how all the rooms work together and stuff like that, I imagine looks really, really cool. If there was a way to kind of see the level sort of unfolded like a net of a 3D shape, I would love to be able to see it. If we just strip away the walls and see how all of the rooms kind of fit together, I'd be very interested in that. I don't think we need to climb much higher than here, so we'll just move on to where we need to go. Second climbing puzzle of the level. Yep, that's definitely a thing. You remember how at the start of the video I said I started recording this at 6 PM? It is now coming up to 6:30, and most of that time was spent running over hyenas. Oh, what a game! Like I've said, this level will take some time. It is a bit of a big one, and there are time-consuming sections to this level. Mostly the hyenas. Now the hyenas are out of the way and the climbing puzzles here are done, we should begin to get into the meat and potatoes of the level. And that opens up an alternative route, or route if you're English, into the tomb. Now we just need to work our way down safely. I'm not sure if I can just drop down the side here. It is technically a slope, so we should be saved, but I do not wish to chance it that much. So we're just going to kind of work our way into some sort of a position and then drop down onto the roof so that we can get access into there. There we go. That'll do nicely for us. Perfect. I'm going to use a health kit before we progress any further into the level, just to make sure that we're nice and safe. Guns out, sun's out. No venomous creatures right here, that's fine. I know there are some though. We need to be wary of them. Like that spider that just crept out of view of my gun. Now, why do I need this block? This block is going to let us up there. Okay. That's fine. I want to take out that spider first. Now we're going to move the brick. Just to be safe. Of course, that's not going to stop another one from creeping up behind me, as may very well happen. I know there's been once or twice in this playthrough where one has just slinked down right in front of the camera on its web, creeping us all out. I anticipate that that may happen too. Let's start by going up. Why not? Because there's a gem up here. But no more of the level. That's fine. Because there seems like there's plenty of options for us to go. Here we can go right. Or we can go left. And you know what they say? Hug the left-hand wall. Always turn left. And eventually you shall make your way to where you need to be. Such as here, for instance, is somewhere that we need to be. So here, if my primary school history taught me anything, is a shadoof. Is that what they were called? I think that's what they were called, right? That, like those old Egyptian devices that they used to get water out of the river. We just pop a bucket on the... No? Do we not pop a bucket on the end? I thought we just popped a bucket on the end. Because it doesn't seem like I can do much with this. Let's try again. So we just pop a bucket on the end.
Whoops.
We just pop a bucket on the end. Give it a spin. That's it. That's kind of what it was. I'm sure that the device I'm thinking of is a shadoof, which is what they use to heat water out of rivers and irrigate their lands and stuff. I don't think that's exactly a shadoof. It seems like one. If that's even what they were called. I'm 90% sure that's what they were called, because that's just one of those arbitrary things that you remember from primary school. I presume. It's one of those arbitrary things I remember from primary school anyway. I remember I had to make one. Maybe that's why it sticks in my memory. And I think it was it year 3, I think? It might have been year 3. Anyone who was at my primary school, tell me in the comments below, as if anyone from my primary school watches this. Yeah, we had to make one. I seem to remember making it out of like wooden, like cane rods and plasticine and stuff like that to hold it together. I think it was alright, to be honest. My memory of it, anyway. Snakes. That snake appeared to be protected by forces unknown. That's fine. Is there treasure in here? It's gotta be.
What's this?
Yes! Dead end, guarded by snakes. Gotta be treasure. We can climb up this ladder though. Let's do that. Yeah, that was an interesting one. We had to make a few different bits and bobs and projects for a sec. No, I don't believe it was year... Yeah, it might have been year 3. The project going from year 2 into year 3, we had to compile this folder all about the Romans. But I don't remember much else. Okay. Uh-oh, that does not look good. That does not look good at all. Okay. Yeah, we get a jingle. Those look dangerous. He succumbed to it. I'm just going to go through this ergonable wall while I make up my mind as to what to do with that section. Oh, there's some buttons. Oops. Okay, well that can be retracted. I don't need that one. That'll do. I'm going to assume that I will be safe. But rather than assume, let's just save. We're fine. Yee. Now what do you got for me? Oh no! Oh no! No poison. No poison here. No poison here. Thank you. See, I'm already kind of lost. I already don't really know where I am. Ah, a couple of medicinal herbs for that gentleman. It almost seems like too little too late for him. Never mind. We'll take the gem. That's probably what he came in here for. And then a scorpion nipped him and that was the end of that. But a couple of herbs, that's nice. I'm assuming that his decomposing body helped to fertilise the earth or something like that, which is what encouraged those herbs to grow. Upsy daisy now, Indy. And it's another ladder to climb. A lot of ladders inside these pyramids. I don't know if these pyramids are historically accurate. I'm going to assume no. I'm going to assume that if you go to the pyramids in Egypt, they don't really look like this. Oh, can't climb up there. I have a friend who's been to the Egyptian pyramids. And she said they weren't all that, to be honest. Apparently they smell bad, they're not very pleasant, they're hot, just generally quite miserable places to be. So I'm not that keen on going and checking them out, to be honest, but never mind. There's a ladder there, I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be, but maybe we're supposed to approach this from a different side, maybe, but never mind. Upwards we go into a room which has some fire wood or something.
Nice fire.
It would make a nice fire. That's what we're going to do. We're going to set fire to it, and that's going to activate some ancient Egyptian machinery that brings this thing up.
Prismatic eye. What's it looking at?
This shines a purple laser beam down to the desert floor somewhere. We need to do this 3 more times. No, 3 more eyes.
Egyptian hieratic writing. It says, "The light of knowledge opens all doors." Oh, sure. And a dime will get you a cup of coffee.
Ooh. Was that a little dig at politics or inflation or something? Maybe. I don't know enough about American politics of the time to be able to comment. Never mind. Onwards and forwards. Yeah, that ladder just doesn't really seem much use. And this slides us back down to an area that we have been to, I think. The jump up here leads us to where we just were, I believe. Yes. Okay, cool. So now we can continue onwards. Which was the direction we came from? This way, I'm gonna say. Yes, okay, so there's the Shadoof down in there, which means that that's the direction we came from, which means that we need to go this way this time. I'm going to light the torch here so that I know that I've been this way. Of course, there is also our chalk that we can use to mark where we have been. But I don't want to deface all of these Egyptian tombs and stuff. I mean, there's probably a lot of history here, and I don't want to just go and scribble R2-D2 on that. Screw it, let's scribble on the wall here. No one will know. Tick. What does this strange hieroglyph mean? From times gone by. There's a marble room full of snakes. Interesting. Not much else going on in here though. Can press this button on the sarcophagus, which just lets out more snakes, as was probably given away by the snake head on top and the snakes that were on the doors as well. Good. I think that takes care of that. Let's have a look and see what they were protecting. Oh, there's another one in here that was just hiding out of view. Not today, Satan. Snaken? Can that count? Can that count as a pun? Just getting word in my ear from the producer. No, apparently not. Okay, well, never mind. We tried. Why is the point of this? Oh, right, to go up here. This is the point of this room. The producer never had a great sense of humour, really. Mind you, nor do I. The kinds of jokes I managed to tell. Oh, there was a stealth spider. Not today. No. Okay, ergonable wall. Let's have some of that. Some treasure. I heard scuttling. Is there more? No. Okay.
This looks like a door to me. Why doesn't it open?
Why doesn't it open? I don't know. Let's ergon the wall and see if we can find a solution to that problem. Aha!
Hey.
Some herbs. And another
Medicinal herbs.
ergonable wall? Well, alright then, if you insist. Behave. Okay. Okay. I think we're going to leave it here. I think we're going to leave it here for now. We will be back very, very soon for the next part of the Meroë level. Like I said, it's a long one. There's a lot to do, a lot of moving parts, and a lot of things that we need to get done. So I'm going to stop right here, and we will continue on next time. I'm going to get myself a drink, rehydrate, and I'm going to carry straight on so that I don't forget where we got to and spend the entirety of the next episode faffing around trying to remember which direction I've been in. Thank you very much for watching this episode, though. If you've enjoyed it, please do feel free to leave a thumbs up and a comment down below, letting me know what you thought. And if you really liked it, maybe you'd consider hitting that subscribe button and letting some of your friends know about this fantastic series. I will see you next time. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.